In this video, we're going to give you 5 tips every leverage trader needs to know. First, before we get started right now, make a MEXC account with the Crypto Revolution MEXC link in the description. This will give you access to bonuses and reduced trading fees. Tip number 1, if you're new to crypto, do not trade futures. As a new trader, you may lose all of your money due to 4 important keys. Number 1, not knowing how to trade. Number 2, trading with emotions, FOMO, fear of missing out. Number 3, revenge trading, when you lose money and you need to make it back. And number 4, trading with too much money. The best indicator to know if you're trading with too much money is when it hurts when you're losing. Tip number 2, have a plan when trading. First, you want to know the potential length of the trade. Is this going to be a scalp trade, just a few minutes? Or an intraday trade, possibly for a few hours? A swing trade, a few days to a few weeks? A midterm hold, several months? Or is this a long-term hold, a year or longer? And for a pro tip, it is not advisable to hold leveraged tokens in a sideways market due to the fees. Next, on having a plan when trading, you want to make sure to chart your trade with targets and stop loss. This is your plan. And then finally, have a plan A and a plan B. If the price action reverses, close your trade and trade the other way. Here's a perfect example. I saw this starting to come down. I entered a short, thinking it was going to break below this support. It did start coming down, and then it stopped, and then it reversed. So what I did was I clicked on the reverse button. It closed down my short using a market sell, and then it reopened another trade long with a market buy, and then I re-entered the trade. So currently right now we are still bullish. We do have a higher low. This low is higher than this low. Tip number 3, selecting the amount of leverage you're going to be using. Leverage traders use higher leverage for large market cap coins. For example, 20x and higher. Lower leverage is used for smaller cap coins, for example 2x, 3x, up to 5x. Using lower leverage allows the liquidation price to be further away from your entry price. Different traders have different definitions for the size of the market caps. A definition that's used is a microcap is anything less than 10 million. A small to mid market cap is between 10 million and 100 million. A mid market cap to a large market cap is between 100 million to 1 billion, and a large market cap is anything over 1 billion. Now, whenever I see a market cap under 1 million, I consider that a micro cap. Tip number 4, moving up your stop loss. You can either do this with a trailing stop loss or manually moving up your stop loss. For example, we have our stop loss right here. We can manually move it up by clicking on this little handle and then just moving it up. And whenever there's a nice green candle, it's a real good opportunity to move up your stop loss. We also have a detailed video explaining the amount of leverage till liquidation, in addition to accounting for the risk factor that affects the percentage needed to be liquidated. In the video Leverage Trading Explained, we go over low risk leverage between 1 and 5, and then high risk leverage, which would be over 10x leverage. So a brief overview. If you have a 2x leverage, you would need a 50% move till liquidation. However, if you had a 50x leverage, all you would need is a 2% move till liquidation. The current maintenance margin rate will increase the risk factor and only allow 17.5% move till liquidation with 5x. So instead of expecting a 20x move before liquidation, the risk factor does come into play. To view the risk factor on MEXC, you're unable to click once you're in an active order. So let's go ahead and go to a different chart. So right now we're on Bitcoin. Let's come over here to the 5x leverage. Let's click on view risk limits. And for the current maintenance margin, it's 0.4%. And it also shows you a risk limit tier. Different amount of leverage with different amount of maintenance margin rate. And if you want to find out more information about the funding rate, you can hover over this. It gives you some information. You can go to learn more, and this explains how the funding rate mechanism works. And under normal circumstances, the funding fees are settled every 8 hours. So when the funding is negative, that means more shorts than longs. and the shorts will pay fees to the longs. When the funding is positive, that means there are more longs than shorts, so the longs pay fees to the shorts. Tip number 5, extreme hedging. This is when, let's say you're in this coin and you want to do an intraday trade, several hours, or maybe even a swing trade, and you're currently in a long position. You see that it's coming up to resistance, knowing that it may come down, and let's just say you entered down here, and you see it's right at resistance, and it's having a hard time breaking through that resistance. What you could do is you could open up a short position as well. And for MEXC, it does allow you to open up both a long and a short position. And we'll show you an example, since this is the MEXC account we use for YouTube. So let's come over here. We're going to do 5X. We're going to have the price right over here. So we're going to click on this, and then we're just put in a number. Now, of course, whenever we put in our number here, this is the amount we're going to be trading with. And this is our available balance. So let's go ahead and open a short. We got 5X. We're going to confirm this. And now we're just waiting for it to fill. All right, so now we are in the trade, both long and short. So as this comes down, I'm still in profit in my long. And if it comes down, I'll start gaining profit on my short. Now I will put a stop loss on this one for my short, right at 236. So all we're going to do is come over here to add, type in 236, and then confirm this. Here's a bonus tip. It's recommended that you only transfer over $100 to your futures account by clicking on this transfer button, and it'll transfer it from your main account to your futures account. Once you double the $100, then move the extra $100 you made out of your futures account and back into your trading account. That way you're only trading with $100. So that if you do lose the $100 that you have in your futures account, you can easily transfer the money back from your main account to your futures account. And that way you can start over again. And one more bonus tip. Do not use auto increase margin. This is also known as cross margin. And if you come up here to isolate it, if you click on it, it'll give you the definition of cross. It is only recommended that you use isolated when you're leverage trading. So let's go ahead and close out this one. We're going to do flash close, and you can see we are in profit in both. We're going to do flash close. We're going to confirm this, and it does a market sell. And now all we have is the long position. In the next video, we're going to show you how to use a trailing stop loss. If you like the content that was provided, make sure to smash the like button. Leave me a comment in the comment box. And remember, right now, sign up for MEXC account with Crypto Revolution MEXC, link in the description. This is going to give you access to bonuses and reduced trading fees. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next video.